Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel DB Techling. Today we are going to see how to start and stop the Oracle instance. So when we create database, Oracle mainly asks two things, right? One is for storage for database files and one is memory, right? So that memory area and some background process combinedly we call Oracle instance. So we can say that Oracle instance is a combination of memory and background process. So let me show you through diagram. Yes. So when we run DBCA on Oracle server, right, to create the Oracle database like ORCL, right? During that period, Oracle asks many things, but here we are focusing on two things that it asks for memory and storage, right? Storage for database files like database data files, control files, redo log files, archive log files, and there are many other files also like parameter file, password file, alert file, trace file, audit file, backup file, etc. Right? So these files are on storage. But at the same time, for memory, we give like 1 GB, 2 GB, right? During that period. So that memory region is called Oracle instance, right? So basically, Oracle instance is a combination of shared global area and background processes, right? So this Oracle instance is configured in memory when Oracle database runs, Oracle instance configured in memory, right? So what is the role of Oracle instance? So let's say ki, so when application connects to the database, like it connect to the Oracle instance, right? It connect to the Oracle instance only. And through instance, application sessions perform all read-write operations. It means if Oracle instance is not running on DB server, then your application cannot connect to the Oracle instance, right? And sometimes there are situation when we want to down the Oracle instance, right, for some maintenance activity. So so today we will see how to start and stop the Oracle instance, right? And what are the options to start and stop the Oracle instance. So uh, let's start. So let us suppose I have just started my operating system, right? And take login with Oracle user. So when you first log into the Oracle server, like on OS, Linux do not start any Oracle related services, right? So when you try to connect with Oracle, let's see what message we get. Uh, See, so if I want to know what Oracle is configured on this server, so just cat etc ora tab file, and here we have two database ORC and MyDB. So let's connect with ORCL database dot .orinv or set the Oracle SID ORCL, right? Now try to connect with the database. So SQL plus slash as sysdba. Now this will show you connected to an idle instance, right? Connected to an idle instance. Let me connect again. SQL plus. Uh, let's connect with some one user like system. Give password. Now here is the message. What Oracle is saying that Oracle is not available. Shared memory RAM does not exist. Means your Oracle instance is in down state, right? So when we restart operating system, so Linux do not start the any Oracle related services, right? So we have to start manually. How? Let's see. So first, set your Oracle SID. Check env. Yeah, Oracle SID. We have set Oracle SID ORCL, Oracle base on Oracle home. Now connect with sysdba and just type startup, right? See, Oracle instance is started, right? Total system global area, Oracle database mounted, and now it will show you Oracle database open. Yes, right? So we can see the status. Select a status from v dollar instance. So what is the current status of my database instance is open, right? So now you can connect with any database user like system. See, now we can connect with the normal database user, right? So at the same time, as I said, there are some situation when we want to shut down our Oracle instance, right? So due to some maintenance activity, so we have to shut down Oracle instance. So how to shut down the Oracle instance? Give shutdown immediate. Shutdown immediate is a one option, right? So most of time DBA use shutdown immediate, but there are some other options also. So shutdown immediate. See, database close, database dismounted, and Oracle instance shut down, right? Now your Oracle instance is in down state, and if you connect with any user, normal user, then you will get same error. Oracle not available, shared memory realm does not exist, right? So in uh, this way you can start and stop your Oracle instance, right? Let's see some options, right? Connected to an idle instance. So when we give a startup command, what Oracle exactly do in background, right? So let me show you U01 app, Oracle product. Go to Oracle home and DBS folder, right? Here you will see uh, parameter file, right? Parameter file. By default, when we create the database, Oracle create sp file orcl.ora. This is the parameter file, right? And when we hit the startup command, Oracle first read this parameter file and start the Oracle instance, right? How we can prove? Let me move this file dot bkp, right? Now try to start up your instance. See, it will give you error, right? And which file it search? By default it search sp file warcl.ora. If sp file warcl.ora is not there, then it will search init warcl.ora file, right? And in our case, both files are not here, right? So when we start up the database, Oracle read sp file or init init sid.ora file, right? So let's rename it and start up. right? Now, so we have some option for a startup also, like uh, like uh, we have no mount, right? Mount and open. Simple, if you give simple startup command, it will open your instance. But at the same time, if there is some maintenance activity, uh, DB related maintenance activity, and for that you have to start your instance in particular mode, right? That mode is no mount and mount phase, right? So how we can start our instance is no mount and mount phase. Let's see, startup no mount. If you want to start your instance in no mount state, see a startup no mount simply. What will happen in no mount state? Only SG Oracle instance will create it in memory, right? And background processes. What background process will get created? See, ps space hyphen ef grep and give your database name, right? So all the process, see here, these are the background processes which creates when we start up the Oracle instance, right? And your instance is running or not, you can check using this command also. And you can give ps space hyphen f grep pmon, right? If you are getting like output like aura underscore and background process underscore db name, then it means your instance is running, right? But you have to check in which phase your Oracle instance is right now, right? For that, we run a status from v dollar instance. It's started. In no mount state, always it will show you started, right? Now, let us suppose now I have to go in mount state, right? So a startup mount, this command will not work because you have already started your Oracle instance. Now, what we have to do? Alter database mount, right? And in mount state, you can perform your database related recovery, right? And there are some other options, other things which we do as a DBA in mount state, right? Now, how to go in now, what will show in a status? Let's say mounted, right? Now you can open the database, alter database, open. Now here you will see open state, right? So this way you can start up your Oracle instance. So make sure whenever you restart your operating system, first you need to check uh, y- by default Linux do not start your Oracle related service, but at the same time we can check whether my database instance is running or not, right? So using this command, and if not running means you will not get this output, right? So in that situation you have to start your Oracle instance. How? We have already seen. Set Oracle SID, go to SQL plus hash sysdba and give here a startup command, right? So this way you can start and stop your database, right? Thanks for watching, and please like, share and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get notification of my latest videos. Thank you.